I'm here to hurt your feelings, behave and take your beatings. You're not hard, you're not tough, you're just another weak. People know that I'm a threat. Next year is private checks. I pay my dues, now it's time to make the fucking news. Now I'm here to fucking collect. I never show disrespect, I'm a seasoned vet. I'm speaking to the pussy with titles on his neck. DT Trip, you know what's coming next. Yo. Good evening, people. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, everyone, back to Danny AFC TV. Now, as it says in the title, we're going to attempt to having a bit of a part 2 from last night, the Tammy and Aaron show. Yeah? But yeah, we're going to talk a bit more about Tammy Abraham, Aaron Ramsdale, look at a couple of the other gossip bits, a couple of bits of Premier League news today. Varane has agreed to join Man United, £41 million plus add-ons. Does that sound expensive for a guy who has 12 months on his contract? Fuck knows what they're probably about to bid for Edouard Camavinga now. Obviously adding to Jadon Sancho. John Terry has left Aston Villa. The former legendary Chelsea centre-back has left Aston Villa. PSG looks like they're going to make their intentions clear regarding Paul Pogba. They want to bring him to France. I suppose that ticks all boxes. Pogba hasn't, let's all be honest, basically cracked the Premier League. He's had 2 attempts now. And the only option for Man United is to sell him or lose him for free. Again. We all know the scum have signed Brian Hill, Bill, whatever the fuck his name is, £21 million plus Eric Lamela going to Seville. Don't know too much about this guy apart from he is massively, he is massively highly rated. I've seen a couple of clips, which was decent. He was on loan at Eibar last season. What is he? Seville's answer to Saliba and Guendouzi. I wonder why Seville are up themselves and don't want to keep their own good, fresh, young talent. But then, this is not my problem to worry about. So yeah, that's the main Premier League news. Tottenham have got Gil. Varane agrees to join Man United. Van Dijk is back in action for Liverpool. I think Gomez is also ready. PSG to make intentions clear over Pogba. And John Terry quits Aston Villa. Adam Lallana, what's up, mate? Real one, how you doing, bro? What do you make of Pogba leaving Man United? Well, it's not confirmed, but what do you leave of the suggested rumours Pogba could be going PSG? John Terry quitting Aston Villa to obviously start basically being a manager. He wants to be a manager. Do you think he'll get lucky? I don't think there's really a Premier League team for him now. Palace have obviously got Vieira. Will he start in the Championship? I think he's humble enough. He probably will. I don't think he's got that wrong attitude and thinks basically, yeah, it's time for him to manage a top 4 club or something. But yes, maybe he thinks he will be the next Lampard and have a go at Chelsea in a couple of seasons. Because obviously Roman Abramovich does like to be a bit trigger happy, so you wonder how long Tuchel will have it. It has been an amazing start for Thomas Tuchel, so I'm not drawing him out or saying nothing rude, but yeah, massively good start. But you know what it's like at Chelsea, it doesn't take long to piss off Abramovich, especially if Abramovich does back him to the tune of good money. Now, sorry Danny, I don't rate Ben right. Yes, I know, continuations of the talk from earlier. Sorry, was that with your brother? Yes. He rates him. Is it your brother or you? Sorry. The 9th best centre-back in the country. I'm just closing the window. Real ones, what do you make of that? Is Ben White the 9th best centre-back in the country? I think that's unbelievably harsh. I wouldn't be putting people like Tomori or Connor Cody, Tyrone Mings, even ahead of Ben White. I think Ben White's got quite a few good attributes. I think he's got a good pass on him. Even though we're not a long ball team, he can spot a long pass. He has got that English mentality of, if in doubt, kick it the fucker out, which I think Arsenal have needed for many seasons. Whether that's an English thing or not, do you know what I mean? It's a get the job thing done, do you know what I mean? More than let's just say English. Like, congratulations to Liverpool getting Konate, Bayern Munich getting Upamecano. Even Man United getting Varane at 41 million with add-ons for a guy with 12 months on his contract. That's a more expensive deal for me. A guy with 12 months on his contract, yes, Raphael Varane, let's have it right. He's probably one of Europe's best defenders. But 12 months on his contract. He's never kicked a ball in the Premier League before. Do you know what I mean? It is totally different to Spain. Yes, I'm not a professional footballer, but believe me, we've seen people come over from Spain and struggle to adapt to life in the Premier League. In saying that, I do think this is a good deal, though. I think Maguire has been screaming out for a decent partner, and Varane, obviously, in return, will have a decent and steady defender to play alongside while he's probably gathering his feet in English football. But yeah, bro, I know this explains why you think Arsenal need an English centre-back. I kind of just have, actually, but I'll do it again. Sorry, I didn't actually see that question. Basically, bro, we've done 34 million Mustafi. We've paid 10 million Van Aalen. We've gone down the 10 million Koscielny route. We've gone down the Igor Stepanov route. We've gone down the, I don't know, Kolasinac from Germany, even though he's not a centre-back. Bro, we've bought out of the Premier League 9 times out of 10, or even 9.9 times out of 10 regarding defenders, goalkeepers, etc. German keeper Leno, German keeper Lehmann. Do you know what I mean? A guy that come in from Germany, Kolasinac, no good. Mustafi, a load of bollocks. Socrates come from Germany, dog shit. Kolasinac, Van Aalen, fuck you. So this is why I'm screaming. Oh, do you know what, mate? It doesn't have to be English. The guy could have played 4, 3, 5 seasons, whatever, 2 seasons, 1.5 seasons in the Premier League. Someone, as I tried to refer to you earlier, as Premier League ready. This is what I mean by an English defender. I haven't got no thing that, yes, I'm going to die for the Union Jack. It's not that at all. I just mean a good old-fashioned Martin Keown and Tony Adams, and God, I'm not rating Ben highly as high as Martin Keown and Tony Adams. But yes, someone that will, if in doubt, he will kick that motherfucker out of the fucking penalty area. He's got a fucking tackle on him. He can tackle. He's played a 42 game season in the Championship, which is not whichever way you put it. You have to be physically strong to play in the Championship. So, yeah. Okay, even though he did play in a back three alongside Brighton, and they are a good footballing team, as in they play the right way, he still had to defend his bollocks off on quite a lot of occasions last season. They're Brighton at the end of the day. So, mate, I'm not going to lie. He possibly could be slightly overpriced. Is it a good signing? Mate, I'm sure it's going to be the best defender we have signed, apart from Tierney, obviously, for many, possibly a decade. Do you know what I mean? Going back to Sol Campbell, mate, we haven't had fucking naturally good, kick the ball away fucking defenders. Mate, slightly overpriced, but yes, a brilliant signing. Do you know what I mean? What else can I say? David Luiz has got a great, much better range of passing than Ben White, and he's a rubbish defender. Mate, David Luiz struggled fucking passing it out of the box last season at Arsenal, so I absolutely don't know where you get that from. I thought David Luiz was this great passer, had a good shot on him from a free kick. Well, fuck me, he never showed it in this badge here, brother. So if you want to talk about David Luiz of Chelsea or David Luiz of Arsenal, believe me, that's 110 different things altogether, my G. Absolutely, no chance. Do you know what I mean? The David Luiz that represented Chelsea, I'm afraid was, for whichever reason, was a different David Luiz that represented Arsenal. You can say the Willian that represented Chelsea is not the fucking Willian that represents Arsenal. Again, a different story for a different day. I take your points, but the infatuation of dogging Ben White, when I do honestly believe he's exactly what this club needs. Now, it is a difficult start to the season, and if we start getting banged by Man City, Chelsea, yeah, this £50 million is going to look like a cunt, especially if he has got Ramsdale behind him. I'm taking your points, my friend, but I'm saying it's something, as I've said to Hank Uni, Lundberg, Kamala, all the real ones. Shouts out to you, Steve, Tammy, Avery. I know we're going to get straight into this in a minute. Big up the real ones, yes, Lundberg camp. But yeah, bros, I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying you've got nothing against him, but yeah, seriously, like, yeah, Ben White is a job well done by this Arsenal board at the moment, even by dickheads themselves, dickless people, you know, literally about a dick, about a Laura, dickless Arteta and dickless Edu. Congratulations at this second, because Ben White was something we badly needed. A good, old-fashioned English defender, do you know what I mean? Mate, we've been a shambles at the back for years. Mustafi, Kolasinac, fucking Koscielny, Van Aalen, Stepanov, bros, fuck me. Again, this Ben White thing, innit? Bros, on to another English footballer, Tammy fucking Abraham. Steve, where have you been? How are you, G? Mate, I'm going to ask you a question. Let's ask a question with a question. How the fuck, as a Chelsea fan, do you rate Tammy Abraham? Steve, let me tell you, my brother. I'm sure he's got his qualities. He's probably not the worst footballer in all of God's green earth. Is he better than Lacazette, really and truly? Probably not. Is he better than Aubameyang? Definitely not. Is he better than Martinelli? Not for me. Then we've got also Eddie Nketiah, you one of your old fuckers, and Balogun. That would be 6 strikers at the club. I don't understand the thinking why Arsenal Football Club needs 6 strikers. We need a number 10. We need a central midfielder. We need a fucking right back. But we are flirting with this prick from Chelsea called Tammy. Oh, fuck me. Give me a day off, innit? Absolutely. Who the fuck is Craig? The fuck is she talking to? Okay. She's got all personal with someone. Fantastic news. Right. What about Tammy Abraham for 40 and Aaron Ramsdale for 30? Oh, God. Here we go. Mate, I told you my feelings on this clearly. We do need a goalkeeper. I don't think Aaron Ramsdale should be the guy. I'd happily go for a different championship goalkeeper in the form of Sam Johnson. I'd love us to knock Man United's door and see if Henderson is going to be number 1 at Old Trafford this year, which I don't believe he will be. And then I do believe he'll get the arsehole if he's not. And then, as Darmish on Sky would say, there will be a question to be asked. But Arsenal don't ask these questions that I want them to ask. We ask for championship goalkeepers that are overpriced, and we ask for fucking a striker from Chelsea called fucking Tammy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Tammy. Oh, God. Shit, is your name Craig, Steve? Sorry, I'll call you Steve. Fuck me. Danny, his name is Craig. Thank you. Fair enough, and fair enough. I'm going to call him Steve. No, I'm joking. Right. The worst way to spend 70 million since Xhaka and Mustafi, brilliantly said. A true G. Yes. As many times as I tell these cunts, do not drive past my house when I'm fucking streaming, cunt. They don't listen to me, do they? He's decent, he ain't great. That's the difference, Danny. Exactly. Tuchel came in, and as far as my knowledge is aware, he gave him 17 minutes of first team football. He watched this clown run around the Chelsea Park for 17 minutes and thought, you know what? I'd rather Timo Werner, who can't score on a brothel, I'm playing him all day long. In fact, I'll play Olivier Giroud over you. So, yeah, as far as that is for me, Gunas, that's a massive fuck you, and you can keep Tammy straight in West London. Bollocks to Tammy. God, I've got to make that start trending on Twitter. Fuck Tammy. Leakers. Real one, Danny Henderson. He's on 100. Is he really? Who told you that? No, he's no. Who the fuck auctioned? Who sanctioned that at Man United? Because fuck me, he's not even number 1 yet. Fuck me, but David De Gea's on about 250. Fuck me, they pay their goalkeepers well at Old Trafford. Fuck me, I want to be a goalkeeper at Man U. Leakers, continuation of Tammy and Aaron. Let's do this. Areola for 15 million. Yeah, I know. And you know what? He's talking to West Ham. West Ham on a loan. PSG on cash. We shall see what happens. We got a good one never used called Martinelli. Yep. Then a keeper and a striker problems sorted for the fraction of the price. Exactly. Does make no sense at all. As I said, I would rather Sam Johnson than Areola. But I'll take him over Ramsdale. I'll take him at the price. As for Martinelli's going to be shoved aside when the great Tammy from West London comes in. Man United ain't stupid. If they sold Henderson, it would be for 60 mil. Would they be able to get 60 million for a goalkeeper who isn't number 1? I certainly take your point, but I think 40 million's fucking overdoing it. But then again, if Sheffield United are asking 40 million for a championship shit cunt, I suppose Man United would have every right to ask for that kind of money. Jesus Christ, fuck me, she's getting personal. Oh, it's Lee Akers, of course. Thinking, fuck me, who is she talking to now? Where have you been, Craig? Yes, brilliantly said. Yeah, a Darren Ben. Oh my God. I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. Chelsea must be fucking pissing themselves. They must be thinking, oh my God, we didn't only knock you for Gallas. We didn't only give you a geezer that wore a mask, Peter Cech. That's a bit wrong, actually, but yeah. We didn't only give you a second-rate Willian. We didn't only give you a second-rate David Luiz. But now, these fools are coming back for our striker that we gave 17 minutes to. The manager took a look at him and thought, are you even a professional footballer, you cunt? Like, Puccio was disgusted with a guy like mate, like, who's this fella running around? Yeah, get him off the fucking pitch. Mate, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Puccio, German engineering. Ain't having that. Brilliant. So do it on the channel, mate. Do it live and direct on the channel. Ever since that new deal. Yeah, you are right, brother. Didn't know it was quite that much. 150 grand a week loan spell ended. Yeah, I do remember. Yes, you're right. The other day signed a contract worth 375. Jesus Lord, have mercy. No wonder he's never leaving Old Trafford. Fuck me, he's loving it there, David De Gea. For as good as David De Gea is, bruv, David De Gea is, he can fuck himself for 375 grand a week. And do you know what? No wonder Dean Henderson makes these mistakes and didn't look so brilliant at Man United last season. From once they're prepping him with 150 grand, the geezer thinks he's a fucking don already. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing more to play for. That's bad management there, bro. But anyway, who the fuck am I to talk? I support Arsenal. Arsenal's getting all Chelsea rejects and Chelsea deadwoods. You must be pissed, Danny, mate. I know, broken hearted, bros. This started way back Ashley Cole, William Gallas times. Do you know what I mean? Not that William Gallas wasn't the worst defender before he walked through the door at Arsenal, because he was fucking superb at your club. Just turned into a total cunt as soon as he reached this side of fucking London. And obviously you got Ashley Cole, probably the best left back in the world at the time. Then we move on to Willian Luiz. Peter Cech, like fuck off. He was done already. Do you know what I mean? You had fucking Courtois, and the writing was on the wall for Cech. And as Jose Mourinho has pretty much said publicly, like, I didn't want him to join Arsenal, but there you go. Whoa, real one alert. It's like one wicked alert. And I've got a one wicked alert for you guys. I'm going to get into the Arsenal news in a minute. One wicked alert. Where is it? He's so good. We're tracking a one wicked from Portugal after the success of Tavares. But what are you saying, bro? What's good? Let me just run back, make sure I haven't missed anything. How much United? Whoa. Have United paid less for a proven world-class defender than we have for Ben White too? Well, with all respect, and Adam Lallana is absolutely going to love you for saying that, bro. He's got 12 months on his contract, and it's 41 million with add-ons. So for me, almost the same sort of money. Do you know what I mean? Give it a couple of agent fees. His probably is astronomical wages. It's about a 50 million deal. Mate, to be honest with you, big risk in saying this. I'm still happy with Ben White, even over Rafael Varane. Do you know why? Again, in my opinion, we've gone the foreign route quite a few times, or non-Premier League ready route too many times. I'm personally delighted. If Ben White goes and fucks it, because as I'm saying, listen, he can be world beater, England regular, Arsenal captain in the year. Do you know what I mean? He's got the world at his oyster here. He can do a mini. Don't get me wrong, Van Dijk. He can come into a crumbling and shithole over the fence and come in and look like a genius by grabbing all the boys together. We know he's blessed on the left-hand side. He's probably going to have Cedric Suarez when they get into the right-back position soon. So I'm hearing Suarez will be playing against Brentford. But again, we'll get into everything, guys. Fuck me, this is going to be a long stream by the looks of things. Suarez, and Ben White will be playing on the right-hand side. It's like the way Bellerin used to fucking expose Holding. Do you know what I mean? So he's going to have a liability on the right. Next to him, he's probably going to have Gabriel, or even better, the great Pablo fucking Man City reject cunt Mari. So when you think of the legends we've got as centre-back, Mari, Gabriel, Holding, I think fucking Ben White was a massive, necessary signing for this club. I don't give a fuck who doesn't agree with me. But believe me, guys, as I'm saying, only Ben White can fuck this. Like, listen, he's got to be an intelligent boy. He's got to sit down and think to himself, like, look at the way, I know it's different, but Emi Martinez, I did say a year ago, I said he'll be Argentina's number one in a year. He'll prove to be one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League in a year. Let's just scratch it because I'm always right. Ha, 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 ha. He was Argentina's number one, winning Copa Americas. Do you know what I mean? I knew that was a disaster by Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And now we want to repair that disaster by a championship keeper called Ramsdale. Again, a story for 5 minutes, 10 minutes time. Let's try and just conclude this Ben White thing. I don't know, guys. The proof is in the pudding. The shit is on the shovel. We shall see. Like, The Premier League is unforgiving. It ain't going to take a month for Sundays. We start off with Brentford. Yes, Fulham last season, 3-0 away victory. Congratulations. Do you know what I mean? But then the shit gets on because then we've got Man City and Chelsea directly after that. Ben White, bro, to you, innit? I wish you all the best. I reckon it's between you and Tierney for the skipper within the next 12 months when we've been that kind of Bamiyan. So, Ben White, you can do a Van Dijk here, or you can do a David Luiz. The rest is on you. Right, guys. Fuck me. Who agrees with my little Ben White rant? Henderson is a number one because although he is a ridiculous wages, David De Gea is on more than double than Henderson is. Yeah, bros, I know the maths. Is he double the keeper? I certainly know the maths. Highlander, how are you okay? Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that from the Acres? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm happy with Ben White too. Splendid news, exactly. What do you think of that? I'm happy with Ben White too. Man United paid a lot for Varane, who has 1 year left on his contract. Exactly. And I've nothing against it. And I think Varane is one of Europe's finest defenders. But at the end of the day, I'm delighted with Ben White. He's 20-fucking-3. He slogged it out in the Championship, lived with a difficult cunt of a manager, Bielsa, and still pretty much played every game. He was ever present for Brighton last year, got himself in the England team, playing for a very fashionable club like Brighton. So do you know what? Hats off to him so far. Now he has to improve. Yes, immensely, because he's going to have a liability. Like, how he'd be blessed if we should have a decent goalkeeper and a right back on his side of the defence. Do you know what I mean? He would have such more of an easier job immediately. Do you know what I mean? But he's probably going to have Cedric Suarez and possibly Ramsdale behind him. So again, Ben White, I do wish you luck. Because you probably, like Adam Lallana reckons, you're probably going to need it, Magic. Why then? Because it's not happening, brother. We have signed Smith Rowe. We have agreed a new deal for Smith Rowe. We have given him the number 10 shirt. Any prospective number 10 coming in, whether it be a Wild or Madison, probably would have expected the shirt. I'm not going to say someone giving someone the number 10 shirt squashes their deal, but I'm saying it's like an intent. It's like Van Dijk signing for Liverpool. That was a massive statement of intent. That was our statement there. We're not having a number 10, bros, in my opinion. We're not going for no cunt. You know what I mean? I hope we kind of keep Willett now to at least keep this motherfucker Smith Rowe on his toes, because no matter how much talent he's got, we don't want him turned into Leno, Exaka, Bellerin, people that are just way too comfortable. Rob Holding. Lord have mercy. Fuck me, that's shocking. Anyone heard, by the way, what Ben White is supposed to be commanding at Arsenal? I'm sure it won't be much over the 100 grand a week, but I'm sure he has burst the 100 grand a week mark. Does anyone know anything about that? Apparently, Tammy Abraham, if he joins, is going to be on 125 grand a week, 5-year deal. That is pending Lacazette's 15 million move to Atletico Madrid. We'll get into this in a moment. I'm going to get into these comments and get into the transfer rumours, guys. Right, what have I done here? The problem is, we're 8th, we've got to pay over the odds, ridiculous wages. Yeah, bro, doesn't it happen sometimes? It happens to Man United. It happens to Arsenal. It happens to the best of us. Good players, but United finished way higher. That's why they've got Varane cheap. Nah, bro, Varane's got 12 months on his deal as well, bros. You can't be paying 41 million plus add-ons to bring it to roughly 50 mil and call that cheap when he's got 12 months. Because Man United could have waited and played the game and spoke to him in 6 months' time. And if they'd agreed to do it in 6 months, they're getting for zero, bros. They have to wait 6 more months. But in 12 months, save £41 million. I'll leave it to you guys to decide. Because when you're going to offer a motherfucker 400 grand a week, seriously, you can wait that year because he probably wants a piece of that 400 grand a week. How many motherfucking teams in this climate is going to whip out Varane 400 grand a week? Varane or not Raphael fucking Varane. Right, Ben White will be our starting centre back for at least 5 years. Varane is already a wash. Woo! Massive statement. I'm not going to call him washed. But Ben White, man, could be more than 5 years. This geezer could be there for 10 years. You know what I mean? Minimum, bros. This geezer's the fucking skipper now. He's the fucking leader. The leader of men at the back for Arsenal. No, I don't, bros. I'd love him to come to the club. I still think there's a lot of question marks about him as a footballer, his whole mentality. I've seen him get kicked around and then he sort of disappears in games. But we're 8th, or was 8th, and he's still a mighty good fucking player. another alarm bell is I don't think Leicester would be too worried to lose him. I think they'll be delighted to get him out the door for 65, 70 million. I believe they've already targeted one or two players with that 65, 75 million. They're hoping Arsenal come in. He dropped him for the FA Cup last year and has dropped him one or two key times, Rodgers, because of his little fucking behaviour, going out to parties when it's a fucking pandemic, etc. Not that I think that's anything bad, but do you know what I mean? He's a professional footballer earning grand a week. I'm not. So I'm not going to compare what I would do in a fucking pandemic to what James Maddison should be doing in a fucking pandemic. If you get what I mean. But yeah, also he's not in the England team. And not that I rate a guy on that, but you know, it only takes 5, 6, 7 very good performances in the Premier League, and you are now an England international. Do you know what I mean? And this has happened way too many times with people in England. Do you know what I mean? Like people walking. Reece James, fantastic defender. Do you know what I mean? But England did have adequate people at right back to hold off a couple of months in his debut. I am not slaughtering it. He's a brilliant fucking footballer. I'm just saying it doesn't take much to get you in the England team. Hence why, you know, people like Chambers and fucking Holding are just diabolical because they're nowhere near an England team. And again, it doesn't take a lot. Connor Cody shines for a few months at Wolves. Bang, guess what? England team. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me, talking to the devil. Callum Chambers was a proven Premier League defender and he's English. Look how he's turned out. He wasn't proven nowhere. I think he had played 16 games when we paid the astronomical £16 million to Southampton all them years ago. There's nothing proven about him, well, not in my eyes. He's a proven dickhead, if you like. He's a proven little fucking bumchum with Rob Holding, because I know them two used to share a flat. They probably still do. Them two share a flat in Enfield, the little mugs. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that, two mugs sharing a fucking flat in Enfield, playing with each other. Do you know what I mean? Lapping up their Arsenal wages and their nice little bachelor pad up in Enfield, the little pricks. Again, nothing against them. Just wish they didn't play for my club. I don't know who the fuck he proved himself to, because he fucking didn't prove himself to me. Well, he's not washed, is he? No, he's definitely not washed. That was funny from Matthew. He's fucking 2,000,000% not washed, but I still am happy where I'm at with Ben White. Just saying. James was a book for the ACL, but he's getting there still. I doubt he'll even start above Suarez for the start of the season, mate. I doubt he'll even get the team above him, but we shall see. We all know that selling Martinez was going to bite us in the arse. Some absolute fuck work running our transfers. Yeah, mate. As I said, the only question I've got for that is if the Aston or Villa had offered 17 million for Leno, do you think we would have sold Leno instead? I'm going to ask this literally for the final time, because I've asked this to you every time we have the Martinez discussion. I ask you guys, if any of you are like me and believe it was purely financial and we didn't have the money to have two very good goalkeepers and we thought we've got to cash in on one, if the Aston or Villa, as I say, had have bid the same £17 million for the brilliant Bert of Leno, would we have sold the German prick to Aston Villa instead? Was it just financial? Would we have done the right thing and kept Emmy and then brought Renarson to just fuck around when Emmy needed a rest? Do you get my point, people? Yes or no? Can you see us? Yes, fuck me. Them rumours are back. I'm going to jump into the transfer rumours. Fuck me. I've just been getting wrapped up in the comments. Half an hour in. We haven't even done the transfer news. What did Craig say? Varane is in his prime. He has played about... Hold on. And has played a lot of games at the age of 28, 29. Yes, and I do take that point, and I do take that obviously the Premier League is unforgiving and it could kick the shit out of him. And don't be surprised if you do see a couple of games where it's like, that's a tragic mistake by Varane. Suddenly, I don't know, some dog like Darren Bent was running through, slipped him, made him slip on his arse. And yes, a goal. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm joking about the Darren Bent one. Harry Kane to Man City. Your thoughts, Danny? My thoughts are, with Aguero gone, who else is better to replace him? The guy, even though he plays for the Yids, whether it was Mourinho that just worked him like a dog, like last season, he added a whole fucking world of assists to his game. He was the Premier League top scorer and assist fucking king. Like, he done an Ozil and scored his bag of goals as usual. So, do you know what? As much as I hate to say it, hats off, Mr. Kane. You deserve that move to Man City. Do I think he'll get he'll think he's made it and he's got a shit attitude? No, I don't. I think he'll go on and on, score even more goals at Man City. Do you know what I mean? Again, give him a month or two to fucking find his feet. He might struggle for a minute. Pep Guardiola might be telling him to run around and do this and do that. But yeah, it won't take him long. He'll find his feet and he'll fucking smash it. So yeah, interesting question, Craig. Grealish, they're going to have to work on that one. I don't think Grealish is an idiot. We know he turned down 21.5 million move to Tottenham a few years ago. He stayed loyal to Aston Villa for this long. I don't think he'll jump ship without a certain amount of assurance over first team. Will Pep give him any kind of assurances? Doubt he will. Look how he's treated Sterling, Mahrez. Fuck, Mahrez didn't play a fucking game of football for the first year of his Man City fucking career. And we all know Mahrez is a fucking good winger. So, Jack Grealish, be careful. You don't want to go to Aston Villa and become the forgotten man. Because just come to Arsenal and be a fucking hero, son. Mate, we know this. But again, from the certain rumour mills I'm hearing and people I'm discussing things with today, Arsenal are actively pursuing other players, i.e. Ramsdale and Tammy. And it looks like we'll start the season with the great Callum and Cedric as the right backs. Like, at that point, if this is true, you may as well cease fire on any kind of sell of Nate Miles and you may as well throw him back in a right back. Mate, I don't give a fuck if you want to play right back. Sit your fucking ass there and play right back, cunt. Shut up. Have you seen a video of regard training where he shoots and everyone is silent? And when the others shoot, all you're not cheering. No! Send that to me on Twitter. Interesting. Nope. I wonder what he's done. And there is obviously talk again of him coming to Arsenal today. We'll get into that. Give me a hot minute. You should support Luke because Mr. Why would you say Mr.? How about Mr. Attention Seeker? I'm going to fucking do myself in on Twitter. DT. Sounds more, it's got more of a ring to it, you know? Please, Twitter audience, please. Please listen to me, follow me, subscribe to me and blow me. Yeah, cunt. Some attention seeking at its finest right there, man. Seriously. My kids are keeping me alive. Oh, God, it makes me kind of ill. Daddy, why do you keep bringing up Van Dijk comparisons? The guy literally played Champions League football at Celtic. And boo-hoo, a lot of people. Callum McGregor has probably played Champions League football at Celtic. What the fuck's your point? A load of shit motherfuckers have played Champions League football at Celtic. Do you know why? Because they won the motherfucking 9 years in a row, mate. So that meant even if they got knocked out in the Premier rounds, they played some sort of Champions League football for 9 fucking years in a row. Wanyama played Champions League for Celtic. Fantastic. Went to Tottenham. Now he's wanking himself in America. Everyone thought he was a wonderful player. Everyone thought he was as good as Van Dijk. In fact, when teams were queuing up for Van Dijk like Southampton, Arsenal was sniffing around the fucking shit cunt Victor Wanyama. I'll never forget it myself. And it's a comparison of just a guy that came in and done what was needed. Do you know what I mean? Whether he was English, blue, black, white, green, he come in and sorted out a shambles of a defence single-handedly. I'm not saying Ben White is going to do this. I'm saying he's in a similar position of power where he can come in and try and get these bunch of clowns around him, the Maris, the Holdings, the Gabriels, and try and look like the solid one. And maybe, just maybe a prick like Gabriel might step up with 1 season's Premier League experience and a better central defensive partner next to him. If you don't get that point, brother, fuck knows. Hold on, I didn't even read the whole thing. The guy literally played how many people on Celtic before having a season before joining Southampton. Yes, I think we should have snatched him from Celtic. Do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I did see him. I remember the Celtic 2 Barcelona 1 game. Him and Wanyama were both actually immense. I don't know why I watched that game. It's probably because it was Celtic. My family are Catholic. And yes, they were playing Barcelona at the end of the day. In case anyone questions why I had the audacity to be watching Celtic v Barcelona. But I'll always remember that game. And I always remember the performance of them 2 motherfuckers. Because I tell you what, it literally was them 2 versus Barcelona. They held... Like Van Dijk held the whole of defence. Like he held the right back, left back, and his partner, and sorted the goalkeeper out when he was fucking around. And as for Wanyama, he just kicked the fuck out of anyone that come near him. Do you know what I mean? Messi, bang. Iniesta, yeah, come here. Let me grab your shirt. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. If we let it go, we're trapped in the head. Yep. We've got no midfielders apart from him. Yeah, mate. Partey's not scoring anything, even though he's trying to huff and puff and have a couple of shots. El Nenny's going to get you probably that 1 banger like he does every season. He'll get you 1 goal, 1 banger. Yep, that is the deal. Apparently, Athletic Company. Do you know what? It's a good time to just jump into the transfer news. Well said, Craig. Let me just jump into the transfer news as I have it or know it or whatever, as you do. Right, guys, Gunners. Where do we start? Let's start from the bottom. Nah, fuck knows. Arteta has high hopes for Wonder Kid Mika Birev. I don't know how to say his name properly, but that is the Wonder Kid that we have signed from Fulham. He's 18. He's got a bag of goals last season. Looking shit hot. Joining the Arsenal Academy. Congratulations there, Arsenal. Arsenal still believe they can get Odegaard from Real Madrid. I haven't chased this one up. I don't know why. It could be something to do with what Yumi saying about videos, cheering, etc. But again, it's come up. It looks like we could be talking to Real Madrid again. Possibly another loan move, which again makes perfect sense for Arsenal. Not for me, for Arsenal. Portuguese Wonder Kid. Wonder Kid alert. God, how the fuck do you say this guy's name? Macho Dejalo. Plays for fucking, oh God, Parques de Ferri, whoever the fuck in Portugal, some 27th division Portuguese team. But he's 18, he's meant to be decent, and he's available at the massive sum of £1 million. Do you know what? Fuck it. It's a £1 million risk. Fuck it. I'll sanction it for you, Arsenal. I'm joking, guys. Ramsdale, Sheffield United are taking the absolute fucking piss with the price. Arsenal being mugged for even being interested. Let's go for Sam Johnson. Let's go for Areola. Let's go for any cunt apart from this Sheffield United mug, because he's now annoying me. Do you know what I mean? The whole situation is annoying me. Isco, available at £15 million. Apparently another guy from Spain, Dembele, Osman, is available for Barcelona at reasonable money. 25, 30 million I'm hearing. Fuck me, they paid 130 mil for him. Jesus Christ. Cedric Suarez to start the season as number one right back. Apparently, according to sources, if Arsenal do not get a right back and have to only loan, not get a cash deal done for Bellerin, Arsenal have no choice. You have to wonder, where's the Ramsdale and Tammy Abraham money coming from? Arsenal have no choice but to go into the season with what they've got, and that will be Cedric Suarez and Callum Chambers, obviously. We all know about Lacazette has to leave pretty much to confirm the Tammy Abraham deal. It almost makes you want to say, I hope you stay, Lacazette. But apparently, yes, Atletico and Diego Simeone, they have been looking at this guy for a number of years. And at £15 million, this deal may prove too tempting to say no to. They did lose Costa last year, but in saying that, they've still got the little young cunt. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh, fuck. The little £107 million Portuguese fucker. Can't remember his name. And they've still got fucking Suarez, obviously. Is there room for Lacazette? Who the fuck knows? Won't be my problem if he goes, quite clearly. Nikolaj Moller has joined Victoria Köln, not Köln as the Bundesliga team, fuck's sakes. They're the third division team in Germany. Good luck to him. Let's hope he fires. Third division, though. Fuck me. Was there no one better in Germany? Like, Germany isn't the best league in the world. Fuck knows what the German third division is like. Martinelli. What's going to happen with my boy? But fuck that, it's not even going to that, because that really is just my fucking speculation. Nathan Miles, open to a Newcastle move. Newcastle still sniffing around Joe Willock. What, are you going to try and loan both of them? If you've got money in Newcastle, what the fuck's going on? As far as I'm concerned, you can take Nathan, Joe Willock. I'm not so sure. We're not buying a number 10. I think Joe Willock has to stay now. Renarson is left on loan. Don't even know who he went to. Don't give a fuck. Bye. Who? Atleti have come in for Lacazette. I've already mentioned that. So, such good news, I'd say it twice. Arsenal linked again with Frankfurt defender Indika. 25 million. Not so sure about this myself. Last week it was Tabsoba we needed to get from Germany by Leverkusen. We're in love with him. Even apparently Fabrizio Romano reckons we love this guy. And we will sometime in the future get a deal done for this motherfucker. Let's go into this again though real quick. Guys, as I said, Arteta, high hopes for Wonder Kid, Mika Birev, the Fulham Wonder Kid. Arsenal still believe they can get a deal done for Odegaard. Portuguese Wonder Kid, Macho, let's call him Dalo. Linked to a move, 18-year-old winger, £1 million available. Arsenal get the deal done, fuck it. Sheffield United taking the piss over the asking price for Aaron Ramsdale. Let's move straight on to Sam Johnson in my eyes. Isco linked for a £15 million move to Arsenal. But then again, I'm sure we'll rather give him a loan fee for Odegaard. Cedric Suarez to start the season at right back, according to sources. Tammy move on hold until we get rid of Laka. Nicolaj Muller joins German third division club Köln. Maitland Miles open to Newcastle switch. What's happening with Joe Willock? Renarsson has left. Frank Fuck. Indika linked to a 25 million move to Arsenal. Frankfurt central defender. And that's about it. Dembele can leave Barcelona, as I've already said. We know Varane has agreed to join Man United. 41 million. Spurs have signed Brian Gill, Hill, Jill, Mill, Dildo, whatever his name is. Lamena's gone the other way. They've parted with £21 million. Van Dijk is back. God forbid I should have named Van Dijk according to Adam Lallana. But yes, Van Dijk is back in action for Liverpool along with Gomez. John Terry has quit Aston Villa to pursue a career in management. Good luck, John Terry. Fuck the team you're joining. Good luck to them as well. And PSG are going to make their intentions clear for Paul Pogba early this week, apparently. Let's get back into these comments, guys. Let's get back into these comments. Now, have you heard any news about Correa? Where's that little guy? Is that guy not staying? Do you know, someone was telling me the other day, I think it's someone from the stream, like they reckon he's actually going to just do a U-turn. They're going to stay for another season because no one will give us money for him. We're not having him going out on loan again because we know he's just going to come back. There's no obligation. Word on road is, even though we paid 24, we would have took something astronomically low, between 10 and 8 million. But apparently, even at 8 or 10 million, there's no takers for him in Italy. So do you know what? I'd say fuck him. At this moment, I'd say fucking keep him as well. Fuck that. Like, what are we going to do? Give him away for free? Fuck that. We paid 24 million for him. Stand strong, Arsenal. Listen, some cunt in Italy must want him. If they don't, then fuck him. Don't fucking have him. I don't know what else to say. Well, it can be the player Ramsey was for us, box to box. I fully agree. Showing the correct love, given a little chance. When I say a chance, I'm not meaning a whole season. Like, give him a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game run and lay it on the line to him. Like, mate, number 10 or not number 10? Even alongside Party, possibly. I still think we need a touch better than Willock. But I would say, for me, at this moment, with no number 10, and he can score a goal, clearly, I think he's got to put the pressure on Emil Smith-Rowe because I don't believe we're buying number 10. Where are we now? Everything all right with Ben White there. Yep, looks like the medical will be completed on Wednesday. He's been on holiday, so that's why the deal ain't done. So yeah, medical, job done. It's all done Wednesday. I don't even think Arsenal can fuck it up from here, Craig. Fantastic. Oh, God, look who's here. The little cunt of all cunts. Oh, God, here we go. My knowledge of facts. I know, tell me about it, this motherfucker. Why don't you go and talk to DT about his tweets? Honestly, I think you should be spending more time worrying about your mate ending it all. Do you know what I mean? My kids are keeping me alive. Go worry about him, mate. We don't need your help here. We're absolutely blessed. Do you know what I mean? God has got us here on Danny ASD TV. Indeed. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. You don't say. Kane, Potter. Fuck me. I didn't even know that. Fuck. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Same as. Do you know what? Same the fuck as. But anyway, let's continue it on. I've heard Tyler has changed his mind about getting another right back as he's content with Chambers. I'm kind of hearing the other way around. He's content with Cedric Suarez. There's obviously something in this. Me and you have heard something conflicting today. I'm hearing Cedric Suarez is now down to start against Brentford. He will be given the number one starting right back for the start of the season, which I'm shocked about. And we want Tammy Abraham. Please, just put that 30 million for Tammy in the Max Aaron's basket. Fuck you, man. Do you know what I mean? We've got strikers. Fuck it. Keep Lacazette then. Fuck 15 million. Make him stay and sit his ass on the bench or something. Fuck this bollocks. Ooh, interesting. Kamala will love that. Kamala will be delighted. He's coming back, isn't he? how do I answer that? No one should be brought in mind, and I do take your point in mind to be a super sub. I take it this means it's Lacazette gone, Martinelli gone, Aubameyang left wing, Tammy centre forward, mate. That's actually how I see it at this moment. But who knows? I believe if we did get a bit for Martinelli, he's going to go in it. Like, oh, God, fucking Tammy. Oh, God, Tammy. I'm Aaron Ramsdale. I'm having nightmares about these two bastards, literally. Fuck me, he's got a whip on him like Tierney, apparently. He's not the worst crossover football. But at the end of the evening, Matteo, you Luton degenerate, yeah? You fucking Luton degenerate. He's a shit defender, you prick. Is he good enough for Arsenal? Fucking no. Get alive. Fuck off. Get off my stream. Cunt. The fans identify players better than the club. I'll be actually fucked. Read that again. I'm trying to better than the club. Yeah, you don't know. When Yama seemed to fade away at Spurs, yeah, bruv, was a good midfielder for a while. We should have got him. Well, he did look the real deal. Like, him and Van Dijk were fucking murdering it in the Scottish fucking Premier League. And I know it doesn't take a lot to murder it up there, but they literally were single-handedly carrying this team to fucking trophies. Do you know what I mean? They were immense up there. Next, Lukaku, laugh out loud, man. Yo, he's on crack. I'm convinced. Yeah, literally sitting there like, oh, fuck. I'm late for his stream. Let me start. You fucking... It's got to be the crap. It's got to be the crap. Van Dijk and Wanyama repeated their European form society at Liverpool and Spurs. That's how both of them reached the final. Van Dijk also signed for Liverpool when they were playing Champions League football. I get that, but what's your point? I know everything you said there, and everything that you've said there is correct, but what's the over point? Like, what did I say wrong? I think you're saying that with, like, I've missed something. And, yeah, I don't... Fuck me, Scotland's fucking... Yeah, all right, cool. I don't count too much what they done in Scotland. Yes, they were immense, and that's what got them their moves to Southampton and Tottenham, respectively. I'm saying what they done after that. Van Dijk carried himself like a superhero at Southampton, hence the 75 million. What the fuck are we even talking about this for? Like, I certainly know the histories of all these guys in question. Like, as I said, like, you know, whether they're Catholic or not, I'm saying, like, do you know what I mean? My cousins are fucking certain. Even I don't even talk to the cunt, so there's no point mentioning it. My cousin's a Celtic season ticket fan. Like, that cunt only screamed about it when I did talk to him all them years ago. It's actually fucked that we couldn't get Conte for 30 million. And Van Dijk for something, but ended up getting Xhaka and Mustafi. Yep, we put the money. See, that was another thing that crucified Wenger. Like, remember how I always say I believe massively what got him sacked is the attendances. I don't believe his final season of 34 million. Mustafi, that Lucas striker, 17 million. Do you know what I mean? His last signings for the club, like, well, fuck me, they're all pathetic. And Wenger was the guy, the leader of I Don't Panic Buy. They were all fucking frantic buys. Yeah, I know, bruvs. He probably would be lightweight here. Isco was a couple of seasons ago for me. I'm not turning up my nose at it, but at that moment, you may as well just have Odegaard back. I don't know. Or could he be a little gem? He is only 28, like the alleged coming into the prime of a footballer. Listen, we've only got Smith Rowe as a number 10. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it totally. Alone with a view. Alone with a view, guys. Should we just loan Isco over fucking Odegaard, people? What do you think of that one, guys? Danny Mills. I do like Danny Mills. He does talk sense. But anyway, let's see what you're saying. Danny Mills in TalkSport said Man United should have signed Ben White. I did hear that. Someone else told me that. Ben White, because he's too good to play for Arsenal. Fucking wow. I believe he should have gone to a bigger club like Man United. So if that's true, that's actually bollocks and everything you've said about Ben White. But what do you actually make of that? Because I respect what Danny Mills said. I didn't know what you're about to say there, but I think Danny Mills is not a bad little fucking journalist. Like, do you know what I mean? He hasn't annoyed me with things he says, and a lot of people do. Gary Neville's not bad as well. He does get things bang on. Man United or not, do you know what I mean? Gary Neville's not bad on Sky. I'll give him his props. Danny Mills is still better. Still bitter about him. Fuck me, the most normal thing this guy has ever said. And he followed it with a fuck you, Dan. Fuck you too, bro. Well said. Brilliant. Brilliantly well said. But 50 minutes in, people. Right. Again, like, we've signed 3 people. Guys, if we sign another 2, I'd say even for Arsenal, 5 signings in a single transfer window is pretty impressive work. Now, I'm not leaving yet, but how we're going to walk into this last final topic of questions for the real ones. Tavares, Ben White, Lokonga down. If the last 2 signings of the summer was to be Aaron Ramsdale and Tammy Abraham. Now, I know real ones, you're not up for this, so I'm asking an obvious question. Matteo might love this, but let's fuck him. Not literally, of course. But real ones, how do I want to put this question? Guys, I believe we are going to make 2 more signings for some crackpot of a reason. Maybe I'm blazing the fucking same shit as Matteo. Clearly not. But I do think we will make 2 more signings. Am I reading too much gossip from the media? Am I believing the Tammy Abraham, Amy Ramsdale hype? Whatever I'm believing, fuck that also. Guys, how many signings do you guys actually think we will make from now on? We're 3 down, pending Ben White this Wednesday. How many more signings are we going to make? I reckon 2. What do you guys reckon? We may as well put a couple of names in it. I'm dreading and fearing the worst. It is Tammy and Aaron. I believe it's definitely Tammy. And I believe Laka will go Atleti, probably. And if Sheffield United remain greedy little cunts, I think they'll leave us no option, thankfully, to move on to Sam Johnson or someone else. Now, I did see that, was it in the Telegraph or the Mail today? I don't do paper things. I was actually just running to my mum's house and she had them opened. So I was like, let me just quickly have a fucking quick scan here. And it was the Express, I think, that kind of said something similar. Danny Neal says Man City are a bigger club than Arsenal. At this present day, they actually are. Historically, well, they don't come close. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, unfortunately, I don't know, London, does people give a fuck about historically? Because if you asked a footballer who was 18 years old, who was from Italy, does he want to join Chelsea? All right, let me rewind. Here's an interesting one. The time when Desai, Vialli, Zola joined Chelsea, I remember one of the first things Desai said, and I respect Desai immensely as a footballer, as a human being, everything. I've seen a couple of just takes of his life, and do you know what I mean? Sky documentaries, etc. I respect Marcel Desai fucking immensely for whatever reason. But anyway, he said basically when he joined Chelsea, he asked his agent basically, he said, I'm not going to lie, I had to sit him down and be like, bro, I know Arsenal, I know Manchester United. They're not successful now, but I know Liverpool. Who the fuck is Chelsea? And he goes, he basically had to explain there was a London team, they're up and coming, they've just been bought. And I'm just saying that's for an example. Like Desai, when walking into Chelsea, apart from the massive amounts of money, because he still joined for that massive amounts of money, he basically, which still proved he's a bit of a greedy cunt and a touch of a mercenary, but he kind of said at the time, he was like, when I looked at their history, I was double shocked that their last trophy was this and that. I'm a born winner. I was very skeptical at joining this no-hope club, but we all know the rest is history. And obviously, Desai backed the dream and backed the money of Roman Abramovich, etc. But when these first motherfuckers first come to Chelsea, Chelsea was nobody, innit? The reputation had to get built somewhere. Man City, the reputation has to get built somewhere. Blackburn Rovers done it back in 91, 93. They had to start buying Chris Suttons, Alan Shearers, Ripley's, Jason Wilcox, Colin Hendry, the goalkeeper, was it Flowers, Tim Flowers, I think. Do you know what I mean? Etc., etc. Graham Rousseau at left back. Your fucking dad at right back. Do you know what I mean? Are you going to drop some bars down? What time is it? Maybe. Do you know what? Them DT bars from the other day, I kind of put it on a different beat, and I think it's better with it that the saw beat's fucking out of control. You literally have to be Chipmunk or Eminem to spit on that beat. It's a difficult beat to fuck with. I found another beat that I preferred today, but I tested it once and then ran out of the air, so I was busy. Guys, someone's just texted me, your live is coming in and out. I think their phone is shit because no one else has said it. Is my live jumping in and out now? One of you would have said it. One of you would have said it. Thanks anyway, Alan. Danny, if that happened, it would be a 4 out of 10 window. That's my favourite comment of yours tonight. I couldn't agree more. Because do you know what? I think me and you, we haven't battled all day on this thing. I think it's been a debate. Even though we've both disagreed with bits and pieces we've said, we're both getting to the same thing. It isn't a good enough window. If we do make 5 signings this window, and it is Lokonga, Tavares, well, we know they're in. Ben White, 98% in. And if it's followed up by Tammy and Ramsdale, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Are we slightly better next season? Yes. Is Leno got someone to fight him? Obviously, yes. It makes Leno a better keeper, 10% better immediately. Does Ramsdale have the other 5% to be number 1 come Brentford? As for Tammy, I just see that as Aubameyang as a left winger again next season. Martinelli shot in the head. Bang. Executed. One more maximum, you reckon? I reckon 2. I reckon it's... All right. If we put down the cash for Aaron Ramsdale, don't be surprised if we drag Tammy in towards the end of the window on loan with an obligation to buy him for 30, 35 mil. Take that from me. What's going on, Lorraine? How you doing, girl? I think we'll definitely sign a keeper and maybe one more player. Yep. Aaron Ramsdale, Tammy Abraham. That's what I'm strangling the life out of you guys. It's going to be Tammy and Aaron and Tammy, whichever way you say it. Both sounds fucked up, innit? We will do the bare minimum. Mate, if you'd have said at the start of the season, Arsenal going to make 5 signings, I'd have been like, dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. And then as soon as you would have started saying, Tavares, da-dum, and fucking, I forgot his name, Lokonga, da-dum, Tammy, Abraham, Aaron, Ramsdale, I'd start crying. Because 5 signings we needed. I think me and the real ones on this channel decided at the start of last season it was impossible to sign 7 people in any one window, but we actually needed 7. Hussein, I think, I remember being involved in that. We needed, and shouts out to Hussein tonight. Don't know where you are, but shouts out to you, G. Hussein was saying we needed 7 footballers to be a reasonable force to go back to challenge in the top 4. And I fully fucking agree with him because that was goalkeeper, right back, centre mid, number 10. That's 5. And then you can add in your fucking Tammy's then. Like, but we've got 5 positions that are key positions we need to fill. Right back, goalkeeper, centre, but we know centre back's almost done now. I still think we'll need another one by next season. Do you know what I mean? Top Soda, Indica, because it won't be Saliba. Lokonga is a good player. Ben White is a decent, but overpriced. Tavares is shit. Even according to Ben. Yes, brother. I've done this last week. You haven't been involved in the last week. I've already done this. I've already said what Benfica fans have said. I've questioned the signing already, brother. But spot on. You're always spot on, though. I have to say, you're always spot on. Well done, Adam. Let me just read what you said. Tavares is shit. Even according to Benfica fans who are calling him a Tech Nelson Semedo, but Ramsdale, that would just be yawn, literally. Brilliant comment. Take your point. The Tavares thing, I know. I've already said this to my real ones on the channel. I've already said Benfica think it was the best bit of £6-7 million I've ever received. Do you know what I mean? But I've also heard that talk when Marseille sold us Adebayor for 7 million. They were delighted. They said he was a bad apple. We went on to get 25 million for him after a couple of decent seasons. So fuck Marseille and what they thought of Adebayor, to be honest with you. But yeah, all the Marseille fans wanted Adebayor out. The chairman wanted him out. They said they knocked us by getting 7 million out of us. Well, we got 25 from Man City, so we knocked Man City for 25 mil. Do you know what I mean? I bet you any money betting on Xhaka deals don't go through and we're stuck with these cunts for another season. Yep, that's my feelings. And then we don't need to buy a central midfielder, and Bellerin can fight with the 2 colossal right backs that we have, Cedric and Callum Chambers, respectively. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the more that's what Historically, Chelsea ain't bigger than us, Ramsdale. Nowhere near them. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea are a shit cunt. You only can put Arsenal, Man United, and Liverpool in the bracket of great English teams. Then bollocks. If that's where we're going historically, then there's only Arsenal, Man United, and Liverpool in the fucking Premier League, bros. Do you know what I mean? These boys have got over 10 seasons to come close to us, to catch us to any of our history. Just saying. Oh, God. Bitch. Oh, that tastes horrible. Oh, ice melting. Fuck you. Oh, God, how do I even comment to that? Ben White's going to be all right. Could he have had a better keeper behind him? Yes. If it turns out to be Ramsdale, all I do is pray, wish Aaron Ramsdale luck, and hope he hits the ground running in it, bros. Because I do reckon if we sign him, we will throw him in the deep end. He will be made the number one immediately. But told, he's got the Greek German in case he fucks up. Whether that produces another 10-15% of a performance out of him. Remember, he has played for two diabolical clubs, bros. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously going to look bad a couple of times at Sheffield United and the mighty Bournemouth, respectively. But we all know it's a never overpriced signing, and it still doesn't make sense to me. I can try and justify it to you if you like, but oh, fuck me. Fuck me. You can see Odegaard back on loan, that's it. So no keeper, no right back, no centre mid, no number 10. Fuck me. An option to buy for 30. Kanuni's jumped on it as well. Or an obligation. Oh, God. We're going to be in trouble if this is what's going on, guys, man. Pretty much like what Adam's saying. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Ben White is a bad defender. He just ain't worth 50 million. When players go for a big price tag, they often crumble under the pressure because it's, yeah, I do take that point as well. As I said, all he can run with it. There is the other way. I'm 23. I can make myself a mad career. I can be England and Arsenal captain in a year or two. I can be the man that brings these shit cunts together, even if it has to be Hector or Callum at right back for the first season. Oh, God. I know I'm hoping more than anything, but it still could go that way for him, bruvs, as much as the way as you're saying. He can crumble as a £15 million defender. Very good. Lee Akers has a very good feeling about Lokonga. I see him and Partey striking up a good partnership. So coming from the Belgium League, yeah, that's another worry for me. This guy, even though he was pretty much ever present last year, I think he played 33 games, 20-something games the season before. So at the age of 19, 20, was he 21? Sorry. At his age, it's not a bad number of games he's got under his belt, but it is just in the top flight in lowly fucking Belgium. I'd have rather someone else, mate. I'm not going to lie. I think he is going to be a good footballer. I think he's going to have a decent little rough little arse little tackle on him. I don't think the Premier League is going to phase him in the roughness and toughness, but he's still a bit young and he's only played in Belgium. And like, yeah, you know the quality of midfielders in this country and the quality of the midfielders in Belgium, like, you know what I mean? He's probably mugging them. He's going to come to the Premier League and every team's got a quality midfielder. No game is going to be easy for him, like, do you know what I mean? And yeah, too much. If you're talking about Lokonga, I agree. Way too much responsibility right now. I don't know who you're referring to at the moment. I'm going to just run with that you're talking about Lokonga because I totally agree with it. Imagine going back for Odegaard after like 3 good contribution. Yep, I know. But you just get this fucking feeling he likes Odegaard. I get this feeling he likes Odegaard. Whatever he felt to be brought to the team, yeah, Clown Arteta probably will do it again. But guys, just so what? Just quickly, Kanumi, Adam, Lee Akers has already said he reckons it's one player. Fuck you. He reckons it's one player. Guys, how many do you think they're going to actually sign? And who do you think they're going to sign? And what positions do you think they'll be? And on that note, I'll call it a night. Was this the only thing? It was Southgate. Even make men come up with players like the same as Gomez, Tomori, when we play on high level Champions League football. Possibly. We'll have to see how Tomori gets on. Remember, he's out of the country, obviously. I'm not saying that's going to stop him playing for England, because fuck me if Conor Cody can sniff around to be playing at Wolves. So Tomori played for AC Milan. Obviously, regarding that defender, I know you and your brother might know a touch more about Tomori, but I know he did have a fucking good season in Italy. We shall see in it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's there now, isn't it? Like, he's already deleted from my brain. And boy, if he smacks it over there, we'll see him in the England team, and that's when we'll talk about him again. But with all respect, I don't give a fuck about him. He's AC Milan's player now, so yeah, he's not in my thoughts. I reckon I'm gonna be a good signing unless Arteta banishes him to a period after 3 games. I doubt he will because he hasn't got much more in the central midfield, and obviously this is an Arteta signing, and he doesn't like people that wasn't signed by him. Saliba, Guendouzi, Martinelli. Do you know what I mean? Whatever happened with Martinez, was it just a financial thing? Tillemans, what was that? Tillemans has come from Belgium league, mate. If you're good enough, don't matter where. Do you know what? Yes. Did Leicester sign Tillemans from the Belgian team? Where did they get him from? They didn't get him from Belgium, did they? I take your point. Don't think they bought him from Belgium. Fuck. Who did Leicester sign Tillemans from? Hanumi. Yeah, I don't know. But I get your point. And yes, and Tillemans is a fucking fine midfielder. I just still think, listen, this is a risk. You know what I mean? If we don't sign a number 10, Odegaard would be decent, you know. Give him a full season without his injuries. He can be that player. Oh, God, Hanumi. I'd rather not. If you want to just throw a body into the mix and have someone to keep Smith Rowe on his toes, fuck it, do it. I do believe if he takes Smith Rowe's place, that just fucking... You may as well do the Smith Rowe, Saliba, Guendouzi and send him out to Marseille for a season to go and play first team football then. Do you know what I mean? So I don't... This is what I mean when he makes these decisions about Saliba, Guendouzi, and then we'll bring in, as Lundberg said, a decent player at best in Odegaard. For Lundberg, when Lundberg was commentating on BT Sports, he even mentioned, he was like, why fuck with Smith Rowe's career? A guy that I gave his debut to, yes, Lundberg gave Smith Rowe's debut. A guy that I gave his debut to, I believe more in than Odegaard. Why would you stall Smith Rowe's career by bringing in this prick Odegaard? Now, I totally get that from Lundberg. Maybe that's why Lundberg gave him the club. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got a big mouth on him, and maybe he's got a bit of a dick on his bollocks as well. So, I totally see that. So, no, for me, Hanumi, no. I take your point, but I think you're fucking with him. If you're going to bring in a number 10 to challenge him, it has to be someone better than him, and then you get the very best out of Smith Rowe, because he knows already he's got something like, all right, if it's Jack Grealish's level, he's never going to play. But I'm saying if he's got someone, all right, let's say if it was, Osamoah. He's only played in the French league. So, I reckon they're probably a similar player. I don't think Aouar's better than Smith Rowe. Is Smith Rowe better than Aouar? I'm not so sure. That could be a decent little battle for the number 10 shirt. Similarly, I can't say that word, can I? But yeah, similar. Could be having Willock to battle with Smith Rowe for the number 10 shirt. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I knew it just wasn't from a Belgian team. But then again, in saying that, Monaco's no great apple to come. He still smacked it because he only played French league. So he played for Anderlecht. Okay, I take your point. Anderlecht, yeah, so he moved on to Monaco Premier League. I take your point. He's done exceptionally well to have played for Anderlecht, Monaco. Let's hope Lukonga does everything Tillemans does. I wasn't slagging it at all. I just think, yeah, mate, to go into a fucking Premier League season of a geezer that's only playing in Belgium. Ooh. Like, fuck me. And only El Neni to back him up. Ooh. Nice one, boys. Belgium was a teenager, as did Courtois, De Bruyne, and Lukaku. Well, obviously, I suppose they're all going to start there somewhere, aren't they, boys? They all are from Belgium, but yeah. The thing is, they all dip pretty immediately. So Lukonga is keeping up to the tradition of being noticed and dipping. So he's got his big move. Let's hope he carries on in their footsteps then. So yes, all right, cool. That sounds good. No, I hear you. I wasn't dogging it at all. I'm just saying, for me, Lee Akers, it's a fucking risk to go Thomas Partey, Lukonga straight away next season. That's all. Whether it was Neves, Sanchez, Jordan Henderson, or fucking Liverpool, I don't care. We need an experienced central midfielder, just for me. Most teams have even signed players from the Belgian leagues unless they're teenagers. Man City, some company from Hamburg. Rah, you're fucking on fire. You're on point always, isn't it? And not that I was challenging it. Yeah, you're definitely right on that as well, because he was in Germany. He was, 2 million percent in Germany, Vincent Company was. Come on, Adam. I like your style, brother. Guys, hour and 10 minutes in. Which direction are we going? We go running on for another 10 minutes. Shall we cut it here? Where are we going? We've exhausted everything. I don't think many of us are screaming about the Isco links, Odegaard. Oh my God. They're almost the same as each other. If anything, an Isco or an Odegaard probably does just keep Smith Rowe on his toes and battling and making sure he doesn't get dropped from the number 10 shirt. If Smith Rowe delivers a couple of bad performances, Odegaard gets to go. If that was to happen, I just still hope Smith Rowe starts as a number 10 as the season and let him lose his place from there to Odegaard. I don't want Odegaard walking into this team. I don't think he's good enough. And I think that's a slap in the face to the guy that's just signed a new deal and has just taken the number 10 shirt. So if Odegaard is coming, it has to be the backup bitch to Smith Rowe. Yep, I know that most definitely. 32 million. Yes. I remember praying that we was the club, because remember he said, I know where I'm going. I'm going to announce it on Thursday, like on Facebook or Twitter. He done something really dodgy when he announced it. I remember being one of the wankers sitting there, just in case it was Arsenal. I just had a feeling as a mother thought, it's publicly known he's going to Chelsea. I just have a feeling he's going to do something different. And I was hoping it was Arsenal. It clearly fucking wasn't. It's getting Madison and Areola. The worst window is Tammy and Ramsdale. Yep, and we're going to have the worst window then, because it's going to be the latter two. Because we're not getting Madison, mate. Literally, you can go enjoy, not in a rude way, Matteo and Blaze Crack. We're not spending that money on him, bros. Because we spent, God, guys, just to think here, it would cost you about 70 million. See, this is where I would just go and throw the 70 million at Leicester. Because if we're going to spend 70 million pounds, or even 60 million pounds, let's say it's 30 each for Tammy and Ramsdale, or even 35 each, let's say it was 70. I will force feed Leicester that 70 and go and steal their Madison rather than have them two wastemen at my club. And then you beg Paris Saint-Germain to loan Areola, and if he blows, you sign him permanently next year. That's an ideal window almost. And what happens is most of these Belgian players are signed from the leagues like French and Dutch teams. Yeah, no, brilliantly. Like exactly what German teams are doing to English players now. Sancho, Nelson, the kid that made his debut, what's his name? Massaria or something. The guy that played for Germany, black kid, who was born in London. Germany are doing that with English players now. It's the way forward for a lot of countries, you know what I mean? And I wasn't arguing with it at all. I was just saying for Arsenal's perspective, like Arsenal finished 8th last season. We're expecting a lot for Lokonga. This is all I'm saying, everyone. Let's all have a chill pill. I know you're not attacking me. I'm just saying, I think it's a lot for Lokonga to be the number 4, number 8 next season, okay? Job done. Brilliant point again, though. Fuck me, you're on fire, bruv. You have been relentlessly on fire all night, Adam. I fucking pray we don't bring Odegaard back. Average footballer doesn't suit the Prem, too slow. Yeah, do you know what, bruv? He's a guy that literally would suit Serie A, the French league. Or just maybe a Real Betis or someone in Spain, because I do think he's a fucking... I said it after 2 games. He's a Rolls Royce of a midfielder. Now, I said that not because he was a beast. I said it as in he was so smooth. Like, he didn't look like he even sweated. He doesn't break out a gear. He just kind of turns it. Nice little pass. Runs off. Receives it. Lays it off again. He just doesn't do enough of what we need. Just a straight fucking whip it in, assist, or fucking go smash it in the goal. That was what I first meant by Rolls. Like he's a very smooth footballer. But you know what? We ain't got time for him at Arsenal. He's a guy that would suit a ready-made team. He'll do better at Chelsea. He'll do better at Man U. He'll do better at Liverpool because they've got 10 probably better players around them. Okay, I just don't know how to explain it. Or just fuck off to Spain or Italy. Well, he's already in Spain, but a lesser Spain team, or go to fucking Roma, innit? I'm sure he'd be quality at Roma. He would run things in Italy. I'm sure of it. Make him go Germany with his mate, Haaland. Make him go Borussia Dortmund with Haaland. I'm sure he will fucking fire out there. 10 goals and 10 assists. Easily next season if he was at Borussia Dortmund. Right. I remember when wanting Joe Cole to sign for us and he chose Liverpool. Still think we've been a better fit. Do you know what? I remember that as well. Because there was that whole thing when he was playing on the left wing, is he a number 10? Like a lot of teams didn't play number 10 that time. And Joel Cole used to get fucked off to the left wing quite a lot, especially at Liverpool. Even at Chelsea. I'll be careful what I say. This guy just so underachieved in his career because you know what? Joe Cole was one fuck of a footballer. Trophy-wise, he should have won more. I don't know. Give him. He was ballsy. When he started losing it, he fucked off to France and tried to rebuild shit. I don't know. Maybe he lost his appetite by that time. But yeah, early on in his West Ham days and everything, man. Fuck me, he was fearless. I loved him at West Ham. He was fucking fearless. Arsenal signed Van Arlen from Ajax. Spurs signed Vertonghen from Ajax. I take your point because Vertonghen was a better player if that's where we're going. Idleworld from Southampton. Moussa Dembele from Fulham. I wasn't telling you this, Danny. I was telling Lee this. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought, what the fuck are you going on with me about this for? No, I get you. And I'm sure so does Lee get you. And yeah, it's all good. And I totally take all of them points. And again, on fire. Because yes, I remember Dembele fucking really being a really consistent footballer at Fulham. I never quite wanted about Arsenal, but consistent as shit. Or Idleworld, totally take your point. And as for, where is he? The fuck, I forgot his name. And for Tongan, yeah, like, need we say more? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Mate, I've done this literally for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gassed with it. I'm delighted. I'll tell you the basis of the gassness. Obviously, we've had a shambles of a defence for years. Do you know what I mean? Please get a like on the video, subscribers. I'm pretty sure you're new, Kieran. But yeah, listen, he's a fucking English defender. He's got that kind of no-nonsense mentality about him. He can pick a long pass. He ain't just like a guy that's got zero talent. He's got a decent pass on him. I've watched him quite a lot at Brighton last season. When people wonder why I was watching so much of Brighton, I was more watching Lamptey because I thought we might go for him. I was more watching Basuma because I thought we'd go for him. And in all honesty, as Ham Uni will tell you on this stream, because I've been speaking about Ben White for months, I started noticing this fucking kid defender, 23, the one that was on loan at Leeds. I started noticing his performances and been really impressed with him alongside this geezer Webster and Lewis fucking Dunk. And I started thinking, well, fuck me, at 22, 23, do you know what I mean? This is a good fucking signing. I didn't believe we'd pay 50 million for him. I didn't even believe we were interested in him. I believe we should have got the deal done way before he got the recognition for England. Even before when he got into that extra squad of England before Rashford or whoever the fuck had to pull out. I was still screaming on this stream, get the deal done now before he's in the England squad. It goes up 10 million. Because I did believe he was probably a 35 million pound defender at best. I believe we've probably overspent 15 million pound on his England recognition. But you know what? I'm gassed. I'd rather him than Varane, Man United, respectively. I'd rather him than the Liverpool signing, Konate. I'd rather him than the Bayern Munich signing, Upamecano. Based on, we've had Van Arlen, Ajax. We had Koscielny from whoever the fuck, a French second, Lorient was it? It's French second division team. We've had Mustafi come from fucking, what do you call it, them cunts in Spain from 34, Villarreal, I think, or Valencia, 34 million, disaster signing. Socrates from Germany, 16 million pound. We've bought so many shit cunts for mad amounts of money abroad. I have no option on this stream but to scream English centre half is the only way forward. It might be the only way to settle the fucking crumbling ship of Arsenal Football Club and the silly defence we've got. Now, Ben White is going to have his fucking work cut out for him. If really we are going to, as reports suggest today, Cedric Suarez will start the season as number one right back. If that's true, oh, fuck me. Ben White, we know, is a right-footed centre-back. You know what I mean? He's going to have a liability as a right-back. So, fuck me, he's not been blessed there already. But you know what? Let's look at it on, and I'm not an optimistic guy usually, especially when it comes to Arsenal. I'm going to look at it on this side. In a year from now, he can be Arsenal captain. In a year from now, he can be England captain. In a year from now, he could come in and do. Don't get it wrong. I'm not saying he's Van Dijk quality at all. But a similar scenario as in Van Dijk coming to Liverpool and single-handedly just sort of tamed that defence and made them all play that extra 10% better. He brought that extra 10% out of every prick that played around him. Has Ben White got the maturity and the quality to do that? I'm not so sure. But you know what? I think he could be the best defensive signing we've made since Sol Campbell. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well, Tierney, obviously. But centre-back wise, I don't think we've signed a better centre-back since the free transfer of Sol Campbell. How's about that for a fucking shout? Kieran, hope you like that answer, brother. I'm sure it's worth a like on the video and subscribe, as I don't think you are new. Kieran, come back at me. How's that for an answer? I think I fucking exhausted the answer for you, brother. Oh, Jesus Christ. Exactly, Dan. All he got is not a bad footballer. Exactly. Rolls Royce of a footballer. I just don't think, as I say, my new favourite terminology at the moment, Premier League ready. I don't think he's quite Premier League ready or Ozil style. He needs 10 really good footballers around him because he kind of is that luxury player. Like, you know, that guy that makes it happen. It seems to be as and when maybe he's ready, but he didn't make it happen enough for me last season. He was very good at Chelsea. Don't get me wrong with the Chelsea bit. I just thought after Liverpool, everything, whatever, I just thought, no, sorry, the other way around. But listen, I'm just saying, listen, only at West Ham did I see that real free Joe Cole. Like maybe at other clubs he was asked to play certain other positions. I'm just saying, when he was young at West Ham, he was a fearless little pit bull. I fucking loved him. And something was never right after West Ham for me. Yes, that's possibly, could it have been that? But for me, like, Arsenal ruin players. Like, Liverpool notoriously don't ruin them, but perhaps. Kieran, nice one. I think another 7.5 is needed. Yes, I doubt it will happen this year, but 100%. We've already been linked heavily with Edmond Topsoda, Bayer Leverkusen defender. Fabrizio Romano has tweeted about it and said, like, Arsenal have definitely got him in the radar, whether it's for this season or next season. So that also shows you that I was always right about Saliba being persecuted and never wanted in the club, because I'm sure Arsenal have probably lined up the central defender they want to sign for next season, even though this window ain't done or January window ain't done yet. With respect, you know what I mean? He's probably a signing for the future. I would not be surprised in the next 12 months if Arsenal do get that guy, Edmond Topsoda, from Bayer Leverkusen. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Unless someone else pops up at reasonable money or, you know, etc. and etc. Valencia, safe for that, bros. I swear, Danny, if this goes pear-shaped, you're never going to trust or want a British defence again. You're fucking right. Never again will I ever back the English philosophy if this one doesn't go right. I'm just saying, feelings of a motherfucker, man. We've had such dross. Van Aalen, Kolasinac, Socrates. Bros, we've done it for years. Stepanov, fucking Giles Gramondi, the cunt. Oh, God. Hold on, I'm missing bits here. I really want to joke. Oh, no, seriously, I have done that. Sorry, what do you think? Jesus Christ, I've now gone way back on myself. What am I up to? Imagine Arteta plays a Brexit defence, backfire, Ramsdale, Kieran Tierney, Ben White. Oh, fuck me, I'm done. Oh, wow, you're on fucking fire, you motherfucker. Oh, Adam, you're on fucking fire. Guys, go look back what Adam's been saying tonight. He's a hypocritical motherfucker. He's a bit sarcastic, yeah. But you know what? He's quite bang on, and he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, Adam. Fucking hell. The Brexit defence, you know, that's a brilliant one. And yeah, that comment after it just smashed it. Well, nice one, Lee. Still thinking of a centre back is needed. Most definitely, Kieran. I hope you've subscribed, bros. I hope you've subscribed to the realest YouTube channel out here. Never ever defence. Never ever again. Dixon, Adams, Bold, Winterburn. Throw Keown in as the backup dancer. Oh, God help me. Alexis Sanchez type player. Not enough killers in this team. Wow said, who and where is there an ever Alexis Sanchez? Because yes, wouldn't that be amazing? Even though he's been shit recently. Uber, Saka, Sanchez. Even present day Sanchez is probably better than Pepe. Fuck's sakes. Like, I don't know, like, fuck knows. Sanchez was a baller. Where's that just come from? An hour and 23 minutes in league. Like, fuck me. All right, we're going for another 7 minutes, people. Let's run with that Alexis Sanchez thing. Guys, imagine if we had just given that 350 grand to the greedy Alexis Sanchez. Do you know what I mean? He'd have been delighted. And I'm sure he would have given us another 3, 4, 5 good seasons. In fact, if we had just given that money that was given over to Ozil, he might have been running out of steam now, but I still believe he'd be a gooner and still clinging on to that 350 grand week. In fact, we'll probably be negotiating with him right now to try and give him a rolling 1-year deal, but on a lot less money. But I believe if Sanchez had signed the deal then, we'd have fucked Ozil in the bin. I actually think he'd still be at this football club. They'll sign about him in the red and white of Arsenal. They'll sign about him on that left wing of Arsenal. They'll sign about him being in North London. He lost it when he went Man U. Fuck knows what happened at Man U. He said he wanted to turn back after 24 hours. Well, you greedy little cunt, you shouldn't have signed the dotted line, should you? You fucking greedy Chilean, Mexican fucking spick. Yes, I know he's from Chile. And I didn't mean that. I'm just saying he was a proper cunt for going Man United, literally just for money. Man United wanted to spite Man City. Like, it'd probably have been fine if he went Man City, apart from then again. But then again, his work rate was massively good. So, you know what? It was probably just a right fucking match for him to go and work with Pep at Man City. But the greedy little cunt took Man United's money and then fucked his career, innit? Man United are slowly in danger of becoming Brexit FC if Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire. Oh, well done. Oh shit! I thought that was Lee Akers having a straight bite back at you, but no, it's you again, Adam. Fuck me, he's on fire. I hear that. Where do you go with Varane? Like, is he the legend that now is? Like, is he the guy that takes you guys forward? Will he now instantly make Harry Maguire make? Will he make? Sorry, fuck's sake, Danny. Will he instantly make Harry Maguire look like a better centre back? And likewise, do you think Harry Maguire, obviously been an experienced defender for a few seasons, obviously a leading role in the England team now, do you think he's enough for Varane to be able, like, basically to smother up enough education and basically make him ball in the first 3-6 months of the Premier League season? Do you think he's here to blow massively, basically, straight away as well? Is the question I'm asking. Yeah, bruv, pains me right here. Seriously. That one there, like, and then we gave all that money. I knew then, to be honest with you, it'd be two-faced of me to say I wasn't a bit happy that Ozil stayed. I was. But I always knew what happened. I always knew what the fuck. We've panicked, didn't we? We've panicked. We've lost Sanchez. We've just flown. Oh, dear goodness. I know I didn't have my channel then, but I remember telling everyone, I was like, oh, God, guys, if this wasn't a fucking stinks of panic shitting yourselves, this was clearly the one. Do you know what I mean? Now, that will be a good signing. I don't know why you want him, because you got Bissaka. That's £90 million of right back there. You got Wan-Bissaka and Kieran Trippier. That's astronomical amounts. Like, that's Man City style. They spend 50 million on fullbacks. Like, I think that's fucking feisty. Are you drinking Iron Brew, my G? I'm not drinking Iron Brew. It's actually Lucozade. Where's the bottle? I've just thrown it away. It's Lucozade. Good guess. It was a Lucozade. I don't know why I put a couple of ice in Lucozade. It made it taste rotten. I just fancied the Lucozade, and it was probably the what? Look, there you go. I'm going to throw it away. It was one of the worst ideas I ever had. I can fuck off right now. But yes, it was Lucozade. I'm surprised Arteta isn't going for long stuff, brothers. Oh my God, you've started something with this Brexit shit, you know what I mean? And the long stuff, brothers, the ginger Newcastle geniuses. Yeah, I know, swap deal for Willock and Maitland Miles. Whatever happened to the Woodman deal? Freddie Woodman, fuck me. Like, that was a deal that I actually thought could have happened. True, they might have wanted Maitland Miles and Joe Willock. I thought, fuck, we're going to get robbed for fucking Freddie Woodman of Newcastle, ain't we? Yeah, I hear that. I went through a few months of liking Iron Brew years ago. Don't get it wrong. Probably more when I was a kid. But it used to be like price marked at like fucking 29p and shit like that when I was a kid. Like, so I probably picked it up more then. But yeah, there was a minute I liked Iron Brew. Most definitely. What's the drink I like now? What do you call them? San Pellegrinos. In fact, I'm going to have to go and spark one after this. I'm more into this, that sharp lemon taste. This shit here, over 1 or 2 ice cubes, is a fucking, that's a nice drink. This over a couple ice cubes, legendary. But guys, Aaron 28 in, you know, we usually go the length of a football game, 90 minutes. We've got a couple of minutes now, guys, before we go. Thanks to all of you. You have all been legends. I will promise I'll drop them DT bars for you again tomorrow. I've got a new beat. It's called, oh, should I tell you? It's called Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Anyway, I've got a banging beat coming to drop with the DT lyrics tomorrow. So yeah, let's have a quick little run on it and work on it. Because even though the bars are banging, it never really worked with that saw beat. I just love that saw beat so hard. It's like it sends out, you know, that statement. It sends out that Van Dijk. I'm going to mention Van Dijk and that Van Dijk statement of badmanness. Do you know what I mean? But that saw beat's just raw. Bros, I pretty much would take anyone over Arteta. So yes, he's about 14th on my list. But at this moment, I'm afraid to say I'll take anyone over Arteta, bros. Arteta is ruining the club, bros. Tammy Abraham, Aaron Ramsdale, ruining the fucking club, bros. So yes, I'll take my bollocks to lead this club over Arteta, bro. I'll cry for you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand the guy. I therefore, since I'm not always against English or British footballers or managers, don't give a fuck about the British manager thing. As I said, I'm not into the whole English thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you should know this. I'm not that patriotic guy. I couldn't give a fuck when England are playing, bros. I couldn't give a fuck about the Euros. You know what I mean? I made that public how many times? Do you know what I mean? I covered one game. That was only because it was England Germany. Do you know what I mean? I covered one sole game of that Euros. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? I've probably done it out of spite because I had a feeling England would get beat against Germany. How's about that, bro? So I just think there's certain things an English Premier League defender is more equipped to do than some guy coming over from Serie A. We don't always have to agree on everything. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying or disrespecting Serie A or the French Liga or the Spanish League or the Bundesliga or any other fucking Liga. I'm just saying, at this moment, in my opinion, for Arsenal Football Club, we needed an English-style battling defender rather than the usual bollocks we pick up for 34 million from fucking Valencia in the fucking terms of fucking Mustafi. Or then we go and spend 16.9 million pounds in Germany and bring us this Greek piece of shit called fucking Papadopoulos fucking Socrates. Do you know what I mean? I'll say his name one more time for you in case you don't remember him. Do you know what I mean? 16.9 million pounds. Give me a fucking day off. And thank fuck for the Ben White deal is all I'm going to say. On that note, hopefully see what everyone else is saying real quick. On that note, I was about to burst. I'm just against the English tax. Bros, and I fucking get that. It's just nothing you can do about it. Like, we can bitch about it all day long. I don't agree with it. I never will. And I'd rather shop abroad for 90% of my players. I'm just saying, again, I can only stress at this moment, for the past 10, 15 years I've been put through watching Arsenal's defence. From 2012, the whole defence has been shaky. Like, Wenger lost it a long time before he was sacked. You know what I mean? But we're not going to get into this now because I'm leaving. But we've been a shambles in defence for a very long time, bro. And yeah, if you'd have heard my point, when Kieran come in, I basically said I was screaming to all the real ones. I'm sure you was listening some of them times as well, just before the Euros when I was saying this Ben White guy, bring him to Arsenal, 30 million, da. Then slowly we started being linked with him. And you will confirm all of this. We started being linked with the guy, and then I was getting gassed. I'm saying, yes, exactly what I said, exactly what we needed. Bang, 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 bang. Do you know what I mean? The months and months ago when I first said this, I mentioned Lewis Dunk on the same night. I'll be honest with you, when I googled Lewis Dunk on the same live stream, I was like, shit, I actually didn't know Lewis was 30 years old. And immediately switched my attentions to Ben White, as simple as that, bruvs. It was more of a feeling. Started watching him more and more. And as I said, the reason why I stumbled across Ben White is because I was eagerly scouting this Tariq Lamptey and fucking Basuma of Brighton. And the boy himself was impressing me more than the two I was tracking, wondering if they were going to come to Arsenal this season. Obviously, been last season I'm talking about. Have you seen them? Yes, I have, bros. I've watched a few Leeds games. Don't know for what reason. I don't know. There was a bit of a Bielsa hype, wasn't it? I don't know. Like, obviously, I've obviously got Sky Sports and every fucking sports channel in the world. But I mean, yeah, they cover a lot of fucking championship games, and yeah, there is always a live game because there's 42 games in that fuckhole. And yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, Friday nights, there's always a championship game. So yeah, man, I'd be coming in, rocking in from wherever road, and yeah, I'd switch on the TV. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I'd sometimes see Leeds. You know what I mean? Because they seem to be aired quite a lot, whether it was a Bielsa hype or what, whether they were doing well. But yeah, I noticed him quite a lot. I remember the winner that they had as well, the guy that ended up going Totty, right winger. There was a few players I noticed pretty hard. Like, I never noticed this fucking Kelvin Phillips before. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, again, stories for a different day. The FM and Premier League are responsible for the English tax. They brought him to give homegrown players a choice, but ended up over-inflating the transfer market. I hear that. But again, it's encouraged by the prospective buyer and then the fucking prospective seller and then being a prick. Like, look at the money Liverpool got for Ryan Brewster, 23 million, Sheffield United. And look at the money they got for Dominic, the great Solanke. 21 million English fucking pounds they got from Bournemouth for that guy. Do you know what I mean? Even down to yesterday, they sold Harry Wilson, a guy that will never make their team, for 15 million. Nketiah has played football for Arsenal. We can't get 15 million for the cunt. We can't even get 15 million for a guy that we spent 52 million on, fucking Lacazette, or 57 million pounds on, fucking like a bastard Zet. How does Liverpool do it? 15 million Harry Wilson, 21 million Solanke, 23 million Ryan Brewster. Is it because they're a bit more successful than us at the time that if they sell someone, they go, watch when they sell Shaqiri now? Because if we had Shaqiri, we'd be struggling to get rid of the fat little Switzerland cunt for zero money. Just like the fat little Switzerland cunt that currently plays for us, and Xhaka. We can't even get half the money we spent on the fucking cunt. We spent 34 on the cunt. We can't even get 17 out of the fucking pricks, Roma. Oh my God, do not trigger me into a fucking overload. But just to wrap that point, if we were trying to get rid of Shaqiri now, we'll get zero for him. Liverpool trying to get rid of him, you watch. There's a bunch of clubs interested, Serie A, France, Spain, whatever. They're going to get as many millions as they require for a fat cunt that they don't even need in their team. Do you take my point? Real ones. Respect, Adam. I can't lie, the show has been lit tonight. Thank you so much, Adam. Thanks for being involved. Do you know what? If you was to have a free 10 minutes, if you literally go past the last 4, 5, 6 nights, they've all been like tonight, bros. They've all been on fire. Lundberg hasn't fired madly tonight, even Hankuni, even though he's been here all night. I'm just saying, we've had some wicked ones. Liekos was not battling, but him and Hankuni were going back and forth the other night. Oh my God, there was Usman. Usman's been joining again recently. He's like you, mad knowledgeable. He's sick. And Usman was going toe-to-toe with Hans, with Liekos, probably more accurately. But lit streams, bro. Seriously, Usman's fucking lit. And he's like you. He ain't having it. Like, because honestly, it was a mini argument for 2 seconds between me, him, and Liekos on the stream. Fucking lit streams over the last few nights. And Usman is mad knowledgeable. I love the geezer. Apparently, he's covering the Brentford Arsenal game with me live. So, I look forward to that. But yeah, Usman was fucking lit, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure if you're back tomorrow, Usman will be back. And yeah, the debate will continue madly, man. Fuck it. We'll be back for part 3 tomorrow. Ronaldo and Shaqiri on a prison break. Yeah. And you know what? And even if it was Oxlade-Chamberlain, yeah, they'll get money for him. All right. Do you know what? All right. He hasn't exactly blown there. And they did spend quite a lot of money on him, £35 million. But don't be surprised, even if they got that 35 back for Oxlade. Do they deserve it? No. If it was Arsenal, we wouldn't get fuck all. We're even lucky we got that 35 million from Oxlade for fucking Liverpool. Well, I mean, they never cunt out and left us for free. We do things terribly, man. I will never forgive Mkhitaryan for joining this club. It wasn't his fault, you know what I mean? But I blame Mkhitaryan. Why the fuck? How the fucking fuck? Sanchez for Mkhitaryan. I'd rather just said, you know what? Fuck you. You're staying for one last season and you're going to blow. And then you can go and buy Chile with all your money, you cunt. Mate, I'll be covering. Mate, are you taking the piss? Because of pricks like Matteo that always say I've never watched them. Mate, I'll be covering the first 4 or 5. And you know, I've got every channel out here. So they will not be away. Whether it's Sky, BT Sports, they will not defeat me. I will cover the first, until I'm bored of it, basically. I'll be covering Marseille for as long as I want, bruv. So please, don't worry. As long as they don't clash with Arsenal, we're covering the first few Marseille games, bruv. Trust me. We're going to watch Guendouzi and Saliba on this channel live, and I fucking can't wait. Huh. Well, wasn't you on the other night when I was screaming about this? From this season 4, this is as much as a Marseille channel. Marseille TV. Wasn't you on the other night, Hank? Maybe you just dipped off. Maybe you went for a piss or something. Maybe you went to roll a spliff. Who knows? Because you obviously are in California. Maybe you're a California in it out. You know what I mean? But I was screaming the other night, this is now Danny AFC TV stroke Marseille fucking TV. Bollocks. I was ranting all of that the other night. So yeah, mate. I'm not even waiting to the second game of the season. First game of the season, Marseille, bang, I'm covering them motherfuckers. Whatever they are, he just turned shit. Oh my God, did you know there was a newspaper outlet today that suggested Arsenal could do well with getting a guy that's walked out for free on Man United, Sergio Romero. Probably ain't the worst keeper. They also suggested with our current central midfield crisis that we could do worse than bringing our very own Jack Wilshere back. And they also said alongside Ben White, we should bring Jerome the Great Boateng in. Which newspaper outlet was that? I never mentioned it because I thought it was all a stack of shit, but would any of you real ones subscribe to that? Yeah, bruv, all day long. I will be their absolute number one scouts, their number one superheroes, and their number one fans next season. Unless they don't play well. And we know they're going to play well. They're going to fucking blow. And we're all going to witness it here. I encourage all of you to be with me for every Marseille game until we get bored of it next season, guys. But definitely tomorrow night, it's going to be the same DT bars, but to a different beat. I sort of found it about 7 o'clock tonight, then I had to disappear to my mum's and then back for the live one I'm doing now. So yeah, we'll leave that for tomorrow. I'll give you a quick glimpse, but I love to practice it once or twice. I literally just thought, I played it back, so it was just a tune I was listening to. It was a Chipmunk tune. I thought, hold up, whoa. That beat will go better with them DT lyrics, that's all. Oh, fuck. Shall I give you a quick preview? A quick one. We should have taken the 60 million for Sanchez. Yes. Oh, my God. I know. Even though I didn't want the 60 million realistically, financially, it would have been better. Yes, I know. We should have done the right thing and gave him the Ozil money, bros. Like, oh, God. Like, everyone knew he was a complete G at the club already. There was literally no more he had to prove. Unless he done an Uber, signed the thing, and then went shit. Like, I don't know. Fuck it, we're going to have to do this then, aren't we? Ah, fuck. Alright, guys, you're going to have to tell me real quick. I'll perfect it tomorrow if you like this beat. And then, guys, I'm out of it. Hour and 41 in. Give me a beat, motherfuckers. Alright, cool. Let's do this one real quick. Alright, let's do this one real quick. This one is dedicated to the man himself, Lee Akers, also Luke Bergkamp, also Hank Yumi, also the man Adam Lallana, Laser, Kamala, Tiger King Prawn, everyone that ain't on the show tonight. Yeah, fuck you. Let's leave that one instead. Alright, cool. Let's go in it. Alright, DT, you ready to be boxed again? And then I'm out, guys. Yo, shouts out to Akers, Danny AFC TV. Shouts out to Mario the prick on this. Okay, very on boxer clown time. Yo, I'm choking. Yo, DT, please don't end your life. Please think your wife. Please don't touch that spice. Please don't eat that rice. I never liked you from the beginning. Like brothers, you could never be winning. You need to think like the fucking kids. You disgrace to the human race. Pussy, I'll say it to your face. Run me up and you and name the place. Just so I can stay in your face. Yes, I said it again. Spit in your face. Think my balls really hurt you. Now, I'm late for my curfew. Hope you don't end up in a box. Think your show must stop. I can help you with the money as long as you stop acting funny. Waste man looking for charity. Let me give you the clarity. Pussy, why don't you move to Hackney? Now let me stop before I end up putting this white boy up in a box. This white boy up in a box. I can't stop until this white boy ends up in a fucking box. I said it in a rap. You can do it in a trap. Let's all piss on Luton. Let's all piss on Luton. Next level, bro. Ooh. And on that note, fuck Luton. Fuck DT. Fuck attention seekers. Go on Twitter. Oh, my dustbin lids. Fuck y'all. Shouts out to all the real ones, innit? I love that beat, innit? That beat's fucking hard. Shouts out to all the real ones. Love you all. Let's all officially piss on Luton. Let's all piss on Luton. Shouts out to real ones. Hey! Guys, I'm out. Peace out. Love and respect to you all. Get subscribing. Let's hope Kieran subscribed. I come off. We'll go and see if Kieran subscribed. I got one more subscriber on the channel. Guys, get the link around. Love you all. Peace. Shouts out. Love. Respect. You know, I'm the number one in it. The number one for Arsenal at least anyway. So, guys, keep it down the AFC TV. Keep it me in it. Shouts out to all the real ones tonight. Lee Akers, real. Adam Lallana, Hank Yumi. Come on. All the usuals in it. Guys, peace out. Love you all in it. Respect. See you tomorrow.